Chad Sonnier, Scott Fire Chief. Began with the Scott Fire Department in 1989 as a senior in high school, and currently reside as Fire Chief. Been Fire Chief since January of 2001. Well, the fire station is rich in tradition. One tradition we're trying to preserve is what we spoke about earlier, is the ringing of the bell at noon, that there's a fire, but also to let the farmers know that at noon it's time to come in and eat. So every day at noon, there was a tradition. The siren would ring. So when we tore the old fire station down, we kept that siren and we have it in back of Public Works now. And working with the mayor and administration, our goal is to resurrect that siren and have it ring again at noon. So whenever people come in from out of town, or whenever they come to the area and they hear it ring at noon, they can say, "What's that for?" And then they can learn about Scott's history. As Chief, my biggest challenge is technology. You've heard different people talk tonight when we were discussing old firefighters and new firefighters technology. Back in the day, they would write the fire call on a chalkboard. Today, we get them on cell phones. And that's the hardest thing, is keeping up with technology, trying to get the best for the firefighters and keep them as safe as possible. And as far as for the firefighters, these guys and girls see things that nobody should see. And they do it just for a thank you, just keeping their community safe. You gotta not only thank the firefighters, but their families. They miss a lot of family events, a lot of gatherings, a lot of social events, so they can protect total strangers. The families of these firefighters sacrifice just as much, if not more, than the actual firefighter themselves. But volunteer firefighters are held to the same standard as career firefighters. So you have career firefighters that work 62 hours or 52 hours a week doing their job, and they're getting paid. But they're doing a job. These volunteers are working their 40-hour week, sometimes even overtime, and then volunteer their time to keep their community safe. But they're held to the same standard as the career guys. So that just goes above and beyond what they're asked to do, and keeping this community safe and showing how much it means to them for the safety of their community and their families. Well, the fire department or fire service has a rich history of tradition, and that was the amazing thing that Troy did tonight by inviting us here to his newly acquired place, which is the old fire station, the original Scott Fire Station. He renovated it, invited not only the current firefighters, but the old firefighters that we've had throughout the years. They came and they got to see history. The young firefighters learned from the old firefighters, and the old firefighters shared their experience with the young firefighters. So it was a great night. Thanks so much to Troy Badger on his vision of keeping the Scott Fire Department tradition alive.